Alright, so today I was just going to do a review, first review on these toys and stuff. I chose the smallest one that was on my shelf because everything else is crammed, so I decided to pick that one up. That one is what do you call it, a Yamato GNU figure. Essentially, I think they were released about 207. I think to try and compete with the Revoltech figures that were really gaining ground at the time. And so they came up with these little figures, and they released, I don't know, about 15, 20, I can't remember how many, not that many unfortunately, because it's a great line. Actually, on the GNU line you also have bigger, larger figures, but not that many either. I think there's about Vanguard Ace, what's it called, not Sasuraiga, but whatever it is, and there's about 1, 2, 3, I think there's about 3 in larger scale, and some with die cast, others completely plastic. Anyway, that one is a 1/100 scale figure representation of the Macross cannon folder figure. And I don't know, I'm not sure if it was a gimmick they wanted to do, but essentially all the GNU figures have, you know, are built with sort of a skeleton frame, and around it you see you attach like parts like the arms, but they share a lot of parts. So if you compare the Dankuga version, it's got loads of similar, you know, features compared to this one. It's like ball joints, ABS plastic. They're very sturdy, actually, very sturdy, and I've had this for quite a while, and I've been handling it and playing with it for ages, and it's still super sturdy. It doesn't anyway, it is super sturdy, trust me. As far as representation of the figure, it's super accurate. I think when Yamato came up with these, they were still on, I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't quote me on that, but I think these were the ones that they used as a mold to do the version 2 160 scale VFs, because they share exactly the same kind of articulation and the same features on the shoulder. You got all these little joints there, and exactly the same kind of features, if you will, than the version 2, except that yes, they don't transform. As far as the back, you have loads of really cool details. The paint job is excellent. You even can spread the wings if you wanted to. Okay, there's no missile holders or anything like that. These nothing else moves, but it is a very cool little figure. It comes with several pairs of hands, and also it came with a stand thing, so if you wanted to, you could just pose it and do little battle scenes between your toys if you want it. There you have it. Are you looking me, motherfucker? Anyway, I'm getting carried away. But they're really cool little figures. I mean, if you have them in your hands, you just cannot stop playing with them. They're just so fucking cool. So yeah, why did I choose this one? Because as I said, it was a smallest one, and it was really accessible in my display, so I picked it up. And also because I've just ordered some Bandai 1/100 high metal VFs, and oops, so I just wanted to do some comparison shots and things. And I also have Tominami 1/100, and what else, I've got other 1/100 which I could, if you wanted, you know, some comparison. So articulation wise, I'm not going to go into too details. Yes, it's super well articulated. You probably guessed it, you can pretty much achieve anything you want. Yeah, it's great. You know, you have all the knee. It's brilliant. It's really great. I'm not going to go into like all the videos where, oh, you can do 360. Who gives a crap? You know, just personally, I don't. What I love about them is that they are extremely solid. I mean, you can really play with these things, seriously. I mean, Mine is starting to get a tiny bit loose, but it is not that bad. Trust me, it's still super steady, super solid, and it holds pretty much whatever I throw at him. Look at that. Brilliant. As far as how do you say, representation of the figure, it's pretty much spot on. The scale is really good. The only thing is the wings look a bit, I don't know, I'm not too sure. To me they look a bit small, a bit short, but whatever. Maybe it was just so, I don't know, I'm not too sure, but whatever. Sorry, that gun keep falling. So yeah, you've got the gun as well. Nothing fancy there, no retractable thing, but still nice little gun, you know what I mean? It just serves its purpose. Don't expect something like the most amazing thing in the planet, because you're not, but you're gonna get really a lot of fun with it. Let's say you could do some really cool what do you call it, you know, frame by frame animation. I've been wanting to do some for ages, but I just don't have the patience. But anyway, the only thing with these figures, I think they were released in America via Yamato website, Yamato US. But not these ones. They released loads of other ones, but not the first VFs. They came in different boxes. These came on a sort of blister pack or whatever. The other GNU came out in a sort of little box. These came out in blister packs, and they had like little stands and things. I did not get a stand with any of the other ones aside from that one. Even the other Macross figures that they've released, like the Macross Plus ones, etc. There was no stand, so I think that's the only ones that came with a stand. And for whatever stupid reason, on the internet they cost, especially these ones, generally speaking they're not expensive figures to get, but the VFs, the first ones, are expensive, although now you do find a few. I've seen a few fairly cheap from Hong Kong, but man, it took me forever to find them cheap, especially these. I've got the whole, you know, the whole series, but these ones, it took me forever, and I finally found a guy who is selling a few, and very cheap, and I bought all of them. So there you have it. That was about, yeah, a while ago, and I said it's still standing. Anyway, so what do you get for your money? Well, you get a tiny figure, that's for sure, but it has a lot of great potential, honestly. Posing wise, it's really unbelievable, and representation of the figure is very faithful. It really looks like a Canon folder. There's no, you know, two ways about it. Personally, I don't like Revoltech. Yeah, I call them revolting. Don't go crazy, people. Don't start to hating. Oh, Revoltech rules, it rocks. No, to me, I don't like them. I just don't. I don't like things which are half posed, which are what Revoltechs are essentially. They're molded in, you know, like some parts are molded like already posed, and the joints are crap. I don't like the texture. I don't like it's all shiny. There's nothing I like about Revoltechs. I've got a few, and a lot of them are really badly, what do you call it, proportioned. They look ugly. They look ugly. You have to have them in certain poses to actually make them look alright. And as soon as you try to get a neutral pose, like with that guy, if I wanted him to look just like an old Takotoku, I don't know, whatever, just a standard toy, really, you can. With a Revoltech, yeah, you can try, man. You're never going to achieve that. Also, the quality is 10 times better than Revoltech. Super solid. At first you're like, I don't know, but no, I think it's ABS. And you have POM, or whatever it's called, plastic for the joints and stuff, and it's really solid. And I know it's sort of ball joints and things, but it's really, it doesn't really get too loose. I mean, the arms, one arm, that one, because it holds the gun, is starting to get a bit loose, but other than that, so excellent little figures overall. Honestly, really cool little figures. worth hunting down. I mean, yes, okay, you've got the Toynamis and whatever, but I'll do another reviews on the Toynamis. Personally, I don't think they're all that for the price they cost. I mean, forget it, man. The quality is like, okay, they're transformed, but forget about the quality. If I can, let me try to dismantle some parts just to give you an idea of, there you go. So just to give you an idea how it's put together, essentially you've got the skeleton, which are these bits, and most of the GNU have to share the same skeleton. For instance, that one, you see you've got a hole there. Well, it doesn't serve any purpose on this figure, so, but on another figure it might serve a purpose. And then they dress up the skeleton with the parts. So on that one, you see you got a ball joint for the feet and the rest of the leg. So it's really a clever system. Honestly, I was so disappointed when they stopped making these figures because they're just cool. They're just amazing, 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 amazing. Honestly, they're good quality and the fun little figures to play with, to fill on your desk with. It's fantastic, really fantastic. So there you have it, and as I said, you can swap the pieces. So for instance, no, I'm not going to pop the head, but if you wanted the arms of Dankuga, well, I don't have it at hand, but you could just do some swappages and take Dankuga's arms on that. But I don't know if that was a gimmick, if that was intended or not, because to be honest, no one... Well, you could do it just for fun, but it's just pointless. You're not going to have them on your shelves like all like Frankenstein looking robot. But anyway, so this is it. The GNU Yamato, scale wise 1/100 Macross. Really cool, honestly, really cool, and I would highly recommend these little toys. Don't pay like $50 for them. They're not worth $50. No way, no way, no way. I'd pay like $15, $20, whatever. Yeah, great, brilliant price. Definitely worth it. A while ago on eBay, they were getting rid of all of them, and you could really pick them up cheap. This is when I bought them. I bought all of them. There was like a store online that was selling all of them. They had all of them, and yeah, worth it. I'm really pleased I got them. Not regretting it one bit. There you have it. Nothing, as I said, nothing to report. I mean, it's solid. I haven't broken anything. I've been playing with them for ages, as I said. They've fallen down, everything. Nothing. It's really good quality little figure. So yes, maybe when they came out they were slightly expensive, but you do get a good quality little action figure. And it's such a shame that Yamato, you know, went under, because that line was amazing. I was really looking forward to all of my favorite giant robots, all of them. I just wanted them to do everything, but you know, the competition in these things is just crazy, and Revoltech obviously, it's a huge fucking company. Sorry, I swore. $1 clink. I try not to swear on my videos, have you noticed? Yes, so it's good. Anyway, so Revoltech obviously just smashed everything, and people seem to like Revoltech, which is fine. You know, yes, they've got a lot of various series and figures and, you know, human beings, robots, everything, but I just don't like them. I don't like the joints. I don't like anything on Revoltech. It's just crap. And the prices, I'm sorry, they're expensive. They're not cheap. Even the Macross Revoltech, compared to that, this is 50,000 times better. So there you have it. You know, Revoltech lover, well, obviously you either hate these ones or you've never had these in your hands to really compare them, because they're really much better. And so that's it. So I'll stop now, and because I'm gonna be running out of time. See ya, laters.